Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Good morning! From my smartphone to yours, I'm casting love. Here from the stepº25 Garden Studios, all the way in Costa Mesa, California, this is your Thursday Namaste Today. Good morning and namaste. I bow to the God in you. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. My modality is psychic astrology, and my personal mission is to stand in my heart and help other people raise the vibration in theirs. This webisode is for Thursday, April 14th, 2016. And since I last saw you, the Great Human Walk has reached step 25, Aries. Hello, friends. Before I go into your megascope and kind of daily moment there, I just want to throw out there things are great. We are moving ahead in Aries, which means to give you kind of a logical scope here, you will be putting the finishing touches to your personal story, to your character, and to where you're headed off here in 2016. So whether conscious is aware of it or not, it always gets kind of pregnant with what the ego is going to chase after. Whether we're going to chase after a political candidate, we're going to chase after this, chase after that. So you're going to, in the context of your story, really be intuiting here in the next 24 hours what you want to chase after. And from that intuition, you'll be making a commitment in the next 24, 36 hours. That is basically the story ahead. So I want to make sure I always lay down a little bit of the logic. Also, I want to put out there that right now, to serve the future retrograde coming up in Mars, where everyone's going to deconstruct and reconstruct, you can purchase me right now for a huge discount. I am doing a sale, a reading sale, to basically book through May and June during the retrograde, and you have until April 18th when Mars goes retrograde to take advantage of the sale. So good stuff there, and I have some more things I'll be announcing, oopsie, sorry about that, soon. So without further ado, let's take a little breath for you and see what Spirit has to say today. Okay, lots came up there for me. The first thing is, to try to give yourself today a moment to connect to how you feel. It's important to be mindful of your feelings all day because no matter what, your feelings are going to guide you into the right place. A lot of times, people think that they know what the answer is. People swear by the answer. People think they have the signs. But it's not until you actually try it, act on it, move forward, that it feels all right or it doesn't feel all right. What's important is for you to think about if it feels all right. Now, in your story, you're likely climbing out of some sort of hole. I'll tell you that. If you are looking to feel better, then I know you are moving ahead and out of an old you. And this old you likely felt very weak at times and likely felt, was the part of you that was afraid that you couldn't move on, couldn't go on. And so sometimes when we go to this part of us emotionally, it brings up a lot of disturbing emotion, and it brings up feelings we don't want to feel again. All of that's okay, actually. The important part is that when they come up, you let yourself know it's okay, and you massage through it in the sense of, we're not going to be down that path when it's not going to happen that way again. A lot of times when people are making big intersections in their life, they manifest through their emotion and phobias really clear examples of the old life and really clear examples of the new life. And I'd say each are equally clear if you listen to yourself, but often at this fork, people manifest just the threat or idea of something may happen. And so today you might have a threat or feel this could happen or that could happen. And again, there's a couple of stages there. One is like for you just to relax and protect your little sampling on Earth, that everything's going to be okay. And the second is to feel out, is this where I belong? Is this not where I belong? So this mindfulness is important today. When you go through this exercise once of, you know, panicking, not panicking. And, you know, it can be playing out at work. It can be playing out with yourself. I mean, there's lots of evidence of where it's probably playing out and it's repeating in all of your consciousness. But it's really about deep inside, can I handle the emotions of this? Will I be there for myself? Do I belong in this particular place? And if so, let it be. Let it all be. And by emotionally just holding your emotional space there, you basically allow yourself to gently float where you need to be. Now, I know things are changing. I know things are changing dramatically. I know that you might find yourself on a different side of the fence as far as where you had a decision about where the line was, and you might be crossing a line you said you would never cross. You might find yourself in foreign territory as far as the rules. This is why your feelings matter most. The rules need to go around your feelings. It wasn't ever meant for you to feel bad by accepting other rules. Another thing is, you know, there's a lot of growth. I know that things have changed so much since September. I know that there's been so much growth. There's been so many changes, so many details to overwhelming degrees, probably threatening to short out your awareness just because there's just so much awareness bombarded you. And I know that you probably were planning that life was going to go a certain way, but there's been so many changes and turns in the story about it that in the reality stuff, it's like you kind of don't know what you have. And that's okay. What's about to happen is that you're going to rebuild. And I'll just tell you, you're probably wrong about a lot of things. And it's interesting to see why you were not paying attention. Like, why were you so close about those things? That's an interesting little inner scope. But what's important is, as you begin to understand how you feel and belong in the smallest moments, all of the details of how that will turn into job, house, money path, all those come clear. The universe just needs to know how you feel about certain things, and be clear on it. The mind needs to stay within context of that and not go crazy places unless it's throwing out really genuine, interesting, exotic, innovative ideas. So I'll say this, like in closing today, there's a deeper story going on here, and that deeper story is that it's time to decide what you know. It's time to decide what you believe. It's time to at least cast in that direction. If you're a pilgrim and you're setting out for a new land, well, you're basically riding on how you feel and how you believe. If you're uncomfortable in the ship's journey and you're uncomfortable along the way and you don't nurture yourself in that rite of passage, it could be a horrible journey. And we all know that it doesn't have to be a horrible journey. And, at times, if you stay feeling good and you stay in concert with your beliefs, it's a wonderful journey because you're kind of living in a bubble, okay? So keep in mind that everyone is making a journey. This journey is uncharted. We don't know where this will end. And today you have to stay connected to that part of yourself that understands. All right, that concludes today's Megascope. I want to invite everyone down to SeriousJoy.tv. We aim to be the brightest on the internet. Come see for yourself why that's so. And I'm adding new features every day. We also have a wonderful community. You can chat and you can post. And for a lot of people who want to get things in front of me, they, honestly, leaving a comment on one of my shows, I read those every morning. That's my daily rituals, to read the comments and to respond back. So it's really a way to get in touch with me too. I will see you next time, my friend. I do want to remind you that I love you, and live, love, be.